Hi, everyone. Today, what we're going to be doing is you're going to be kind of reflecting and reacting to clips from this movie called A Girl Like Her. Before we get started, I kind of want to give you some background context over what the movie is about, and then I'll play you the trailer. So when I play you the clip, it makes more sense. But basically, what this movie is about is this girl named Jessica. She was being bullied in school. And so her friend decided that he was going to record like the bullying that was happened. She was totally against it, but he was like, it's just going to be this tiny little clip. Nobody's going to know that like you're recording, but I just want to have like evidence of what's going on. Unfortunately, later in the movie, she does end up committing suicide, and her friend is faced with like a situation because he knows that she has that clip and he has all the information saying she was being bullied and stuff like that. And so he's kind of at war with himself, deciding if he's going to let everyone know, like, hey, like I have evidence, like she was bullied. This is what pushed her to this point. And so it's kind of a pretext before you watch this trailer.
You make my life so miserable just by being here, and I'm gonna make your life miserable too. Seriously, Jessica, if you disappeared, the world would be a better place. Just go end yourself.
In whispers, it's been talked about, but no one knows the specifics.
There was a girl who's constantly picking on her. There was this one girl named Avery. I mean, she doesn't seem mean, but when she's around Jessica, she just sort of changes.
I guess people are talking about me being a mean person, thinking that I'm a bitch. And I don't know what makes them say that.
Jessica was absolutely being bullied. I can prove it. We had hidden cameras. We got it all.
I just don't know why she hates me so much.
I did not tell her to go do what she did. This girl did this to herself.
I made a promise that I wouldn't show anybody. I'm breaking that promise right now.
All right, so clearly throughout the video, you can see the girl Jessica. She was the girl with the brown hair, and she was saying, I don't know why she hates me so much. And then you could see the video footage of the things that Avery was doing and saying to her. You could see the messages, the things she was doing in person, and all that stuff. For today's assignment, the first questions that you're going to answer is pertaining to this. In the video, it says everybody was blaming Avery, the girl that was doing the bullying, for Jessica's death. But Avery puts out this video. You saw it in the trailer. And she said, everybody's blaming me, but Jessica did this to herself. The question you're going to answer for the first question is, do you agree that Jessica did that to herself? Keep in mind the emails and stuff that she was sending her saying, just do it already and things like that. Like, do you feel like she did it to herself? The next question that you're going to answer is the following. Do you think Brian was just trying to be a good friend by keeping their secret? So he was the one that decided to get the little video recorder and put it on Jessica. And then later he says, like, I promised I wouldn't show anyone, but I'm breaking that promise. Obviously she was in coma and he decided, like, I'm going to show them. But he did keep it a secret for a little bit. So do you think that he was just trying to be a good friend by keeping the secret? That's the second question you're going to answer. And then the third question is, do you find this situation realistic? Like, do you really think that in today's society that people act like the bully in this story, like how Avery's acting? So those are your three questions that you first need to respond to. I would do that now before I move on Canvas. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play an actual clip from the movie. This is going to be Avery's reaction. So obviously they released the tapes. Everyone saw, like, and she was under investigation for like bullying and like stuff like that. And they end up sitting, like a counselor comes in and ends up sitting Avery down and like showing her the tapes and kind of confronting her with everything that she was doing. So you're going to see Avery's reaction, and then you'll respond to some questions after that as well. Just a little context. This is going to be like Avery watching the videos, and then it's going to be flashbacks of like the actual videos. And then you're also going to see Jessica is in a coma in the hospital, and you'll see like her parents in the hospital with her and stuff like that as well.
Mr. Mrs. Keller, how are you? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Bye. So you ready to get started?
Yeah.
Okay. Set up a monitor here if you guys want to take a seat.
No, they're not gonna stay.
Yeah,
What do you guys have going on here?
Well, we're sitting down to.
We're just watching something, so you guys can just go.
Well, I'm not going to let you just sit there by yourself. I have to watch it too with you. I mean, I'm curious what's going on here.
No, that's fine. Trust me, I can do this by myself. This is my thing right now with Amy. So,
But I'm your mother, and you are going to sit with me and allow me to be your support system.
I'm not gonna sit with you. I'm gonna do this by myself because I'm a big girl and I need my privacy sometimes. So can you please go?
Let's just give her a minute. This is about her. You don't have to be here.
But
right
she needs somebody to support her through this.
I'm fine.
doesn't.
Yes, she does.
We'll be in the next room, right?
If you want to go to the next room, you go right ahead. I'm going to stay with her. I'm not leaving her in this time of need.
You're going with me in the other room to leave these two alone. This has been going on long enough. This is about Avery. This is not about you.
Can you just listen to Dad for one time? Please, can you just go?
Just gonna go on?
Fine.
Fine.
Let's go. Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah.
How about we get started?
Yeah, let's watch it. Let's just please. I don't want to have her barging down the stairs right now and be annoying again. So let's just start it.
Okay.
I was once a star, shining bright. You pulled me out of the sky, starlight. Why?
Let's be friends. Let's be friends. Okay.
I was once a boat,
Where do you think you're going?
sailing off to sea.
Not a spider, is she?
You dragged me back to the shore, changing my course. And why me?
I just don't know why she hates me so much.
Why you gotta pick on me?
Do you understand me? Your neck and your little
And I don't know where I'm going. But when I get there, I can say that I've been promised me, that I can be.
Maybe she doesn't hate you.
Can you say the same?
Maybe she hates herself. I don't think so.
Nurse, please escort Mr. and Mrs. Burns out of here. Jesse? We have no calls. I need that from that room.
please. Burns, you have to go now, please. Get the parents out. Mr. Burns, please take your wife out. You have to go, please. Let us do what we do. I need a carpet here immediately. Somebody give me a card. Administering epinephrine.
But we need to help her right now.
All right, no response. Jesse, get that camera out of here, nurse. No response. Beginning concussions. Where's my cart?
I was once a tree rising from the ground. Winter, spring, summer, fall, I still grew tall till you cut me down.
I don't think it's gonna stop.
Are you really happy?
Clear.
And I don't
No
know
pulse. Clear.
when I get there, I can say that
Charging.
Clear. Me, that I can be.
No pulse.
You
Again.
said the same.
Charging. Clear. No pulse. Again. Charging.
And you guys, your children would be really disgusting.
Can you turn it off?
Charging. Clear. No pulse. Again.
Can you please turn it off right now?
Now I shouldn't stop. Can't try to pull me out of the sky, steal all my life, but it's not to me.
Isn't that okay? What do I do? I don't know what to do anymore. I mean, she's not.
Let's just take it one step at a time, okay? Let's just take it one step at a time. We'll get you some.
So I'm going to go ahead and stop it there. If you do want to watch the whole video or movie, it is on YouTube. But let's kind of reflect on the clip from the movie that we just saw. After confronted with the videos, obviously you can see that Avery is crying. Why do you think that she is crying? Like, she wasn't crying before, she was fine with it, but after she was confronted with the videos, you can visibly see that she's upset. So why do you think that she's crying? That's one question you need to respond to. Do you think, like, would or could things have been different for Jess if she received professional help? So the girl that ended up committing suicide, if she would have went to a trusted adult, her parents, the school, like the police, do you think that the situation could have turned out differently? Obviously, in the video, you can see the relationship that she has with her parents. So clearly, they would have done something and kept trying if they knew it would have escalated to where it went. Sixth question is, in the end, okay, spoiler alert, I'm sorry if you plan on watching the movie, but Jessica does end up waking up and she ends up forgiving Avery. What do you think about this? Do you think that Jessica should have forgiven Avery? Do you think she shouldn't have? Do you think she's doing the right thing? Do you think she's being courageous by doing this? What is your reaction to that? Okay. Usually the in-class discussions are pretty good, but I'm interested to see your responses to all of these. And then the last question that I want you to respond to is, obviously in class we talked about bullying. We had our class discussion. We'll be doing that on Monday or Tuesday. And then you can see the effect that bullying can have based on this movie and how they kind of portrayed it. Like, why do people bully? Like, people don't get anything out of it. Like, why do they decide to do this and treat people with disrespect and stuff like that? Usually we ask this in class. I'm curious if you can write on number 7 why you think people do it. Obviously, there's no good reason, and it can unfortunately escalate to something like what we did see in this clip. But I think that a lot of times people are insecure with themselves, and something's going on in their life, and they do it to make themselves feel better, or they do it to make themselves feel cool. It is a problem that we have, and it doesn't really solve anything. These are just some quotes that I like to kind of end my lesson on. It says, "Stop bullying. No one deserves to feel worthless." A lot of times we don't even realize that what we're doing is bullying, but it is hurting the other person. Maybe we're doing it to be funny, but it's not funny. I like this quote. It says, "Those who judge will never understand, and those who understand will never judge." So if you've been in that position and you've been bullied, you won't judge other people because you know, like, everyone's different and they're unique for a good reason. And those who judge, they obviously live in a sequestered like environment where they don't really know why they act like that, and they don't understand why people are the way they are. You never look good trying to make someone else look bad. I couldn't agree with this more. Like I said, a lot of times we're trying to show off for other people by calling other people out. It doesn't make us look good. Pulling someone down will never help you reach the top. Kind of ties back into, like, it doesn't make you look any better. It's not doing any benefit for you. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. So it all starts with us. Like, we have to make those intentional decisions not to bully others. And then my favorite quote, which ties into bullying, because a lot of times people do get pushed to that point where they do feel worthless and they do feel like they can't move on because they just want the bullying to stop and they don't feel like there's a way out. This quote says, "Place your hand over your heart." Obviously, you're going to feel a heartbeat, and that's called purpose. You're alive for a reason, and don't forget that. Kind of tying in the bullying lesson all together. So on Canvas, there's going to be an assignment where you can respond to your reactions to those videos and the questions that I asked, and that will be your assignment for today. Thanks, guys.